Good morning. We're on site with Site 1 this morning for day 2 of our coverage. In this tournament, you're allowed to fish 2 out of 3 days. A lot of our boats fished yesterday, and this morning we have about 8 boats out there getting after it. Let's talk about some of the conditions our teams will be facing today. The weather forecast here today calls for afternoon thunderstorms, which along with that will be producing some winds. It's going to kick up the seas a little bit, might make things a little bit interesting for our teams that are out there fishing today. According to what we saw and what we heard yesterday, lots of mahi catches here, which makes sense to us as there's a large weed line offshore here. And for y'all that don't know, this weed line serves as a circle of life. Starts out with holding small crustaceans, leads to a little bit bigger bait fish, which then gets us to these mahi that are feeding, and then ultimately leads us to what we're all after, those big blue marlin. Speaking of those big blue marlin, one of our teams yesterday was working that weed line, really catching up those mahi, which led them to releasing a 450-pound blue marlin. Our conditions have changed today, so we'll see what today holds.